because we've decided we're coming together. We are heading to Adelaide, obviously, your neck of the woods, Rachel and Nereeda.
And you've done so well. I mean, what a venue. Good grief. And just looking at the itinerary, I'm so excited, pumped, because this is a beautiful itinerary. I'm going to be excited just to be watching what's going on. Obviously, I've got to get up on stage at certain points and say some stuff, but this is going to be so exciting. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so with you, Rach. And just also all the people coming together that aren't always on the screen and that we get to meet in real life and hug and high five. I think that's going to be amazing. Just that community of all the people that, listen to what you guys always have to share and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be amazing.
I've been pretty much a hermit for a very long time, because of, various reasons. But I lost all my fear in Uluru. I was part of a ceremony where we sort of called in the permanent harmony time of the ley lines, and those soul fragments that had been taken during childhood returned, and I just lost all fear.
But yeah, so we're going to start at 9. Saturday we'll finish at 5. Lunch is obviously included, which will be it's going to be incredible.
Talk about Nereeda's going to be jamming.
Yes.
Well, I might dust off the old vocals just to see what happens.
Very exciting. The raffle was so much fun last time. It was a really big hit, and lots of people came up to me afterwards and were like, those were some great prizes.
Share it more intimately with people, and people get like a good experience out of the weekend. They walk away feeling rejuvenated and feeling good about the information. I think like a lot of the information is like self-responsibility and what you can do, and that like I know with you, Rachel, too, every time I spoke to you, I always feel more positive. You've always got this positive spin on it, and you too, Nereeda, like you always always have a positive attitude about what's happening. Because there's so much of a focus on certain negative things, and I think that it's going to be more of a joyous event as far as the information that's being received. You can just feel that with the energy where it's going. And just and being able to share that with people, I think it's going to be really cool.
McLaren Vale is a very beautiful area, isn't it?
Yes.
That's where the venue is for the Saturday, and then the Sunday. Well, Rachel, you can speak to the Sunday. The
Sunday's in the Onkaparinga area of Penny's Hill Road, and just the drive to this particular spot is beautiful. It's very off the beaten track, really, really lovely. But not so off the beaten track that you need a four-wheel drive, so it's accessible, but just stunning. Lots of ley lines on the way up there too.
I'm so excited. I am so freaking excited. We have come together somehow. Our schedules have merged somehow to come together, and today we have the incredible Rachel Vaughan, who's a 369 life path. We have Nereeda McInnes, who is a 2911 and we have Dale Holmes, who's a 34/7. Of course, me, everybody knows. If you don't know what life path I am, shame on you. Seriously. I'm a 303 for those, because catch up, okay? So today we're so excited because we've decided we're coming together. We are heading to Adelaide, obviously, your neck of the woods, Rachel and Nereeda, and we wanted to come together and record a video together and just chat and get excited about the event. Basically,
I'm excited.
Yeah, when Dale and I were throwing the idea back and forth, we were like, we've got to go to we've got to go to Adelaide. This has to happen. So we feel like we have been working our way up to this point where, our first event in Woodend was literally thrown together 2 weeks in advance and sold it out completely. Still had people showing up at the door. And so we were like, oh, okay, this could be something. And then we did it a bit more professionally in Bendigo. I feel like Bendigo was pretty successful, and we still learnt a lot of things from that as well, logistically. But it went really well, and now I feel within myself more confident to put something like this together in a totally different state that I've never been to before. So super excited. Thank you both so much for saying yes. And yeah, we're super excited. Thank you. Thank you.
And you've done so well. I mean, what a venue. Good grief.
Mm.
And just looking at the itinerary, I'm so excited. I'm pumped because this is a beautiful itinerary. I'm going to be excited just to be watching what's going on. Obviously, I've got to get up on stage at certain points and say some stuff, but this is going to be so exciting. I can't wait.
Mm. Oh, I'm so with you, Rach. And just also all the people coming together that aren't always on the screen and that we get to meet in real life and hug and high five. I think that's going to be amazing. Just that community of all the people that, listen to what you guys always have to share and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be amazing. I can't wait either. It's going to be so good.
Dale, are you excited?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've told you offline out. I'm excited. Do you know the thing I'm most excited about, besides like getting to see you guys and everyone else, is after doing your going through your ley line presentations, Rachel, and like you're just synonymous with that now, and everyone I speak to talks about that, and I've told you how much that's impacted my understanding of things. And then so we're going to be out there doing it with you, taking us around and being able to like witness it together. And then also like, I think like obviously a big part of it is, and then the people that will come will be there for a reason of like us as a group putting energy into the lays and specifically into that area. So like I'm really excited about that. Yeah, and just to like I know we can do like a good show now too, because I think the Bendigo one went really well. It was we definitely stepped it up from the last one. I just think it ran quite smoothly, even for being I think it was the first day of Mercury retrograde, and I was getting worried, but like everything, everything went really well, and yeah, it was just nice to have everyone together, and again, like see people face to face. But yeah, I'm probably most excited about going out on the Sunday. I think that'd be really cool.
It'll be good fun. It's such a beautiful spot that we've chosen. It's amazing. And Alex is going to be there because Alex does my course with me. And she's a friend I've had for a long time. Nereeda knows Alex. And Alex feels the lays before I actually see them. So the first foray we went out on, she felt them. And I was starting to take photographs and we saw nature spirits. It was just amazing. And there's actually a waterfall there as well. So we need to go and check that out. Nereeda and Alex and I are going to go and check it out. See if we can incorporate the waterfall in the walk as well. Just depends on how far off it is, because we don't want people walking for hours. But we're hoping that the walk will, with a chance to stop and pump some beautiful positive frequencies into the lays, it probably should take about 2.5 hours total. We won't be walking the whole time, obviously. We'll be stopping and taking photos and just checking the place out and interacting with the lays, which would be really exciting.
So I think that yeah, like for people that are going to go, it's the whole experience is the 2 days, because like the presentations and stuff that we're going to be doing on the Saturday, it's going to be a build up to then like having that actual physical presence out there. So it's like it's all going to be one thing. So I think I like the fact that we're doing that over 2 days, and that went quite well in Bendigo. But in Bendigo, actually, it hadn't rained. I don't think it had rained there, my brother said, for 3 to 4 months, like not a drop. And he said the first time his water tanks had been empty, and we just went out to do the walking tour on the Sunday. And as soon as we hit the Capitol Theatre building to where I was about to start, it just started pouring, didn't it, Georgia?
Absolutely bucketing down.
Like it hadn't rained for 4 months, and it was like to the minute of when we started it.
Yeah,
it started pouring. So Georgina, if it rain again, I'm like, well, if it does, we'll see. Then we'll know it's us.
It was interesting though, because it was like, exactly as you said, Dale, it was like the Saturday event. There was this energy, and it was like this energy with all these people coming together, and you could like, there were so many synchronicities throughout that day. And then it was just cultivating and cultivating over the course of the day. And then the next day it was like this big release type energy, and the rain came and it totally bucketed down. It really was, it switched like the energy, because it was Saturday, it was like 38 degrees.
Wow.
And then we were walking home shivering on Sunday. So, and I just feel like something major like this energetically has got to happen when we all come together. But then when we're actively, on the Saturday, we're going to be talking a little bit about the ley lines and the different shifts that are happening. And then, so we're going to be intentionally speaking this words of frequency, right? So it's like, and then the Sunday where we get to actually come together, we might do a little group meditation, like this is, it's going to be freaking, I'm so excited. And what timing as well. Like, I know, like it's like post full harmony time. And do you know what I mean? Like the elections happen and if things have somewhat settled from the US, where it's like it's halfway through the year, which we're halfway between 2020 and 2030. And this event is hard. So it's like it feels pivotal. Which
it's the middle of the middle, isn't it?
It's the middle of the middle, and so the timing could not be more perfect. And I think when it is a pivotal environment, I don't know the words, how powerful is it to have a group of people intentionally causing a shift in, a positive direction?
It's a drought here. If it rains, well, I think people will appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm bringing an umbrella in anticipation because I just think it just might, but we'll see. So, and we did so we're going to, on the Sunday, I said we're going to start quite early, aren't we? I think at 9 o'clock on the walk. And Rachel was just saying before offline that it's good for the light. You said it's easier to spot the lays in the morning, or?
It's amazing, yeah. So with the light refraction, it just seems that they're more obvious at dusk and dawn. So we can't get out there at dawn. That's way too early. Too early for me. But around earlier hours of the morning, late afternoon, that's when you're going to get an interesting refraction that shows the ley lines more obviously.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Nereeda, should we talk about Nereeda's going to be jamming?
Yes.
Well, I might dust off the old vocals just to see what happens.
What amazing.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah.
And you might
get the whole crowd going.
Accompaniment.
Yes, I will. Julia Starr.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Her now. Now she's already in.
But it's too late now. She can't.
Julia's really cool. She created like a nice energy at the start and the end of the last event. It was really nice actually. So yeah, it'll be cool to have Julia there as well with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This feels like the main event of the season. You know what I mean? It's like, when in the world? We've just spent the last, 5 years in a situation where we've had to totally change how we operate in the world. So everybody has gone digital, everybody's gone online, and that's the only way that we've been able to be connected. And so over the last 5 years, this is when I learned about Dale, I learned about Rachel, I learned about Nereeda and all these other people along the way. And it's like, holy shit, like we're all coming together in person after this big, long kind of build up. I'm just fangirling over here. So excited. Oh my gosh. But how does it, for you, Rachel, as well, like how does that actually feel for you in the sense that you have worked with hundreds of people over the last however many years and especially since going really public and then releasing your courses and all, and then now it's like a lot of those people are going to want to be here and see you in person. And like, I feel like you're getting more to a point where now you're being in person more. Like I just saw that you've been confirmed for the next what's it called? Cosmic consciousness,
it's a mouthful. Like my business name's a mouthful as well. Cosmic Consciousness Conference.
Yes,
I'm doing Living Free as well in August, which is really exciting. So yeah, and you picked this when you did my numerology. You said from about 50 onwards, I was going to start traveling and I was going to be doing a lot of speaking on stage. And it's like, but you were spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I adore it. I love it. I've gone from
where's the next one out, Rachel?
What did you say you're doing in August?
Living Free.
Oh, you're okay. They've asked me to come as well, so I'll be there.
So where is the Cosmic Consciousness? That's going
to be in Queensland now, isn't it?
That's in Queensland, Tamborine Mountain. And I've already looked online and there are ley lines everywhere. And I'm also doing a ley line hunt at Tamborine Mountain in December. So
Oh, awesome.
which
Oh
is
my gosh, I have a
Yeah, we're gonna be like all
big-
like portal hunters coming together. I keep like sending taking pictures, and I'm like, well, the portal. Even like when I took my friend Glenn out to Hanging Rock the other day, and we're like we're running around like all excited, and he's like, he even said, he said that one's an altar. He's like, I think this is the altar. That's what he said.
it looks so
Wow.
true. I'm glad you picked it. That's impressive. So if you move the rock, I mean, there's probably something underneath that rock that's on the top there.
Mm.
It was
But I
so,
wouldn't
it was so
necessarily
cool
back around
because
with it. I don't know what you're underneath.
yeah, I haven't been there since I did that video with you on Hanging
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
My gosh, this is so exciting. But this is great. And
There's
I have a vision.
definitely
Yeah, so you go.
there's definitely like some part of because all the layers, it's all about like interconnecting all these energy and their crossing points. So it's like it's a microcosm of us. So it's kind of like just us coming together. So like I think that's like replicating what's happening with the earth.
Mm.
That's so beautiful.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, I don't know, I have a vision, Rachel, that this is something, it's going to turn into something for you, like this in-person ley line hunting thing. This is going to be a
Mm.
like
Ley line
expeditions with Rachel Vaughan. Do
I
you know
love
what I
that you
mean?
call
Like,
it that, hunting.
I wanted to like change but like my Instagram and like my pronouns into like portal hunter or whatever. I'm not good enough at it to take that title.
Oh, I don't know, Dale. I think you're entitled to it.
you're
Absolutely.
pretty good. You're pretty good
You know
now.
what, like it's the first thing in like many years that I got really excited about.
Yeah.
Just like this is so cool.
Yeah.
It brings so many questions and even answers to things. I just think it's amazing.
I was talking about this because I did my course just prior to coming on with you guys, and I was talking to someone was asking about, how does this relate to psychic ability? And what I think it does is it shows people if you have, the right combination of CRY2 cryptochromes, which we all have, with, dichromatic or trichromatic or tetrachromatic vision, you've got a different combination of rods and cones, you will pick up the frequencies more easily. So some people will feel the lays and other people can see it. And when they're really obvious, I mean, they're so blatantly obvious, but they're not as obvious everywhere you go. This is why this walk we're going on is fantastic, because they're really clear in that area, and I think everybody should be able to see them pretty easily. But with psychic impressions, quite often what you see, other people can't see, and I think that's what's so important about teaching about how you can see layers and portals, because captured in the right way, everybody can see it. So that psychic impression is on camera. And there's so little of that, although it's getting more common now. I love watching, programs with photographs of ghosts and footage of that sort of stuff, because I find it fascinating. That is actually getting more common now, thankfully, because everybody's got a camera on their phone, so capture this stuff. And if you look at the views on those sorts of videos, they're astronomical. It shows you how many people are fascinated with this.
Interest in it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think all the movies and stuff too, even like kids' movies, they've got these elements of the paranormal in it, and it's because we're fascinated by it. That's why I found like once I'm like, well, I can like see these lays. It was the first time I could say, okay, like I can have tangible access to interact with the unseen, or what I think is the unseen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's massive to have that.
It is, and we're remembering, because ancient peoples knew all about this stuff. That's why they put all their temples and their freaking Masonic lodges and churches all on the ley lines, because they knew.
So anyway, we're not going to just be talking about ley lines.
No.
I think it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like the symbiotic thing that I think it brings it all together. It kind of represents what it's all about. So I guess, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it's a center point. Like it really connects everything, doesn't it? Like the earth, everything that happens on the earth, all of the crappy shit that happens, but then it just
Connect.
Yes.
That word. Yes, I agree.
Speaking good me, yes.
Well done.
You've picked up mine.
It's like
people,
collective consciousness conduit, because it's an Akashic conduit as well. So sorry.
It's so cool. We have so many around where we live, and I'm pretty sure maybe not in our, because the last house, remember I sent the photo, it was in a huge portal in our front yard. The energy in that house was intense, and I was not well a lot. So I think, and there was a portal, but then there was a ley that actually went through the house as well. This one, I think the house and the garden around the house is fine, but the road in front is a ley line. And then all the roads that I drive to get here, I just see them all while I'm driving. Like,
Beautiful.
I'm always playing 432 hertz music when I'm driving through them.
Well done. Nice work.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's just the best being able to see it, because it does feel like forgotten memory.
I think that's why it's had such a strong effect, because people were like, oh yeah, that's right. They can feel it. They can feel that this is something.
Yeah.
And go out and take photographs. And it's the other thing, like you said, 5 years of being stuck where we couldn't communicate as well, face to face. Back out into nature.
And that's it. Another point as well. Like we were not allowed to go out in nature for a long time. It was seen as like a threat to our health.
All about, and that, I mean, they're still doing it now with cutting off all the, like, trying to cut national parks and stuff, which I think that should say everything about what their intentions are. The fact that they don't want you interacting with nature that says it all.
Yeah,
that's all like around the same time that the veil disappeared. Sorry, Dale, didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Excited.
Well, do you know, I'm happy you're traveling around, Rach, because you are not a traveler at all, are you?
I've been pretty much a hermit for a very long time, because of various reasons. But I lost all my fear in Uluru. I was part of a ceremony where we sort of called in the permanent harmony time of the ley lines, and those soul fragments that had been taken during childhood returned, and I just lost all fear.
Shit. Do you know what I think it is too? Because I think, like, because of your knowledge of them, you're probably not just meant to interact with the ones near you, mate. You're meant to be coming out into other locations. Like, that's just my thought.
I've got my passport now, so I can do it overseas.
Yeah.
I've never traveled.
Well, you're gonna have to come to Thailand with me. I can show you the one where Matt took it.
Go up the Big Buddha.
Yeah, the Big Buddha.
Oh, yeah, love to go there, because there's a massive portal on the opposite. Maybe there's a portal where the Buddha is as well, but there was one on the mountain right next to it, which was spectacular.
Cool. How
Cool.
exciting. Oh my gosh. This is perfect though, because that's the 369 life path. This is, sorry to bring it back to numbers, but yes, this is like full alignment with this energy. These 369s, they are the ones, like, they're supposed to be public, be in the face of the public and make a huge impact. They're not supposed to just be localized, because the nines are a universal energy. It represents energy itself, which is literally everything, and so that's why it's so powerful, the nine energy, because it gets into every fiber of our being. Any kind of energetic shift or change, for better or worse, gets into everything. So the embodiment of a nine energy, especially a 369, you got that 3 energy, oh my gosh, you're meant to be on center stage and household name everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, this is, it just makes me so excited.
And you're a 3 as well, obviously.
Yes, I'm a 3. That's correct.
Oh, that's awesome. That's correct.
That is correct. I've been practicing my New Zealand accent.
Oh, very good. 6.
Well,
I just keep thinking,
anyone I can do.
It's the main one everyone goes to, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, beach.
I have a friend called
Beach
Bess,
brew. Plankton.
Plankton. Oh no, I don't eat fish.
Only at Plankton.
I only ate plankton.
Oh, that's great. Sorry, what did you say, Dale? So about fish and chips.
It was inappropriate anyway, so.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I've learned that. If I try and say something and I get spoken over, I'll I wasn't supposed to say that at all.
Yeah. It was inappropriate.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well, I will say, so can I just address some ticketing issues? Not issues, but some stuff about the tickets. So our event on Saturday is going to start at 9 a.m., obviously Adelaide time. For those of you flying in, Adelaide is a different time zone. So it would just be so much easier for you to come in at least on the Friday at whatever time, because we are starting at 9 a.m. promptly. You want to arrive at the venue by people can start arriving. The doors will open at, I'd say, about 8 a.m., 8:30, and I'll give confirmation closer to. But we are going to start promptly at 9 a.m. So you want to be there, have your breakfast, have your morning coffee. There will be tea and coffee available, just like what are they called?
Yeah.
Instant coffee. Available at the venue throughout the day, but definitely come prepared in the morning. We're going to lunch at around 1 o'clock. We'll have a little break in between. But yeah, so we're going to start at 9. Saturday we'll finish at 5. Lunch is obviously included, which will be it's going to be incredible. I'm going to do a big buffet, but instead they're going to still do a buffet, but deliver platters of the buffet to every single table.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this is a thing, like in Bendigo, everybody ordered way ahead because there were so many people that was coming out drips and drabs. And so people couldn't sit and eat with each other. But with how it's set up this time around is that we're going to literally be able to sit and eat with each other and actually have a real beautiful experience, and it'll be ready. We won't have to order, we won't have to go, it'll just be there and ready, and you'll be seated around the tables. So, everyone chooses their own seats. I'm not doing a seating plan. Okay. But we will be finishing at 5 p.m. on the Saturday, and then so dinner will be up to the guests. You'll go off and do your own dinner, whatever you choose to do. We may be hanging around for a little bit afterwards, but we will maybe an hour or so to pack up, but then we'll head off and get ourselves our own food and chill out for the rest of the evening, get ready for the next day. Sunday, we will start at 9 a.m. So as I said, please arrive early by 8:30, 8:45, so we can get going right on time. We'll be done by about midday, so about lunchtime, and definitely bring some snacks for the walk. It'll be about 2-3 hour walk, obviously 9 to 12. Bring some snacks, but afterwards there's a restaurant close by that people can go to for lunch, or you can go off and do whatever you want to do. With the tickets, I've had a few people book both the Saturday ticket and a Sunday ticket. So the Saturday ticket, which is $230, and that includes your cost of the lunch, right? We've included that into the ticket price. That ticket gives you access to the whole weekend. So you don't need to purchase both tickets. The Sunday ticket, which is about $58, that is only for people that want to come only on the Sunday. They don't want to attend on the Saturday. So that option was just there. So I'm just letting everybody know, because we've had a few people buy both and then having to organise refunds and all this stuff, and I just don't need that extra work. But yeah, so the Saturday ticket, it's either $230 or $245 if you have allergies, $15 extra. That is Saturday, that is Sunday, including lunch. You don't need to buy anything more ticket-wise. It's done. If you only want to come for the Sunday, then just buy the ticket that says Sunday only. Okay. I just wanted to address that, if that's okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes. But it's very exciting. We're over a quarter of the tickets sold. So, yes.
And don't think that the walk, it's not a 2.5 hour walk, because Rachel and Rita were just saying before, he said it's maybe an hour, but it's obviously we want to stop, and there's certain things you want to talk about and people to look at, and then hopefully like a group meditation or whatever it might be near the end, and singing or whatever it might be. Yeah. So I guess that's why we extended out to that time, but it's not a 2 hour walk. People thinking they can't walk that far.
No, no, no. It's easy. It's a very easy hour walk. But we want to stop along the way and have a chat and look at different things. And yeah, we want to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's through.
It's like doing your course, Rachel, but instead of looking at pictures, we're there with you.
How
Yeah.
cool.
That's exactly what it is.
Round.
So cool.
Oh,
What you said, Georgina.
Yeah.
exciting. I keep doing this little Asian clap.
Is it an Asian thing? Because I do it all the time.
Do you? Well, it must be the Chinese.
It must be.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, can't help it. It's like, what am I doing?
No, I didn't think it was an Asian thing until my husband pointed out, oh, that's such a cute little Asian thing you do. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to continue it now. I can't help it. It's in my blood.
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so good. So good. It's going to be amazing.
Hey, you Nereeda, you don't even need to like travel or anything. You're just there.
I know it's so rare. It's like, yeah, just being there, just rock up.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, how often do we have stuff in Adelaide? So I think this is a good opportunity for anyone that's in Adelaide to come along.
Definitely.
And
I've
also
learned so
Victorians,
much.
it's a bit of a weekend trip. I guess it's not that far, I guess, from Melbourne.
Yeah.
Only 8 hours.
Not in
in the
my
car.
eyes anyway. Like it's not that far of a drive, but yeah, you can make a weekend of it.
There's actually a high percentage of the tickets that we've sold so far are interstate people.
wow.
Right.
That's so cool.
Isn't that so cool? And obviously we have one from New Zealand.
Yeah, we've got international guests
We've got
coming. It's
international
amazing. I love it.
Well, Adelaideans, is that what you call them? Adelaideans?
Radaladians Day.
Adelaideans. Pros.
Yeah.
Or-
I don't even know if well, so it's in what's the area? McLaren Vale, yeah? Is that
McLaren Vale, that's where so I'm now an expert on this.
Yep.
Oh, McLaren Vale is a very beautiful area, isn't it?
Yes.
That's where the venue is for the Saturday, and then the Sunday. Well, Rachel, you can speak to the Sunday. That's
Sunday's in the Onkaparinga area of Penny's Hill Road. And just the drive to this particular spot is beautiful. It's very off the beaten track, really, really lovely. But not so off the beaten track that you need a four-wheel drive. So it's, it's accessible, but just stunning. Lots of ley lines on the way up there too.
Mm.
Are we going to talk about raffle tickets as well? Like what's up on the raffle?
Oh, yes, that's exciting. So, should we announce prizes that we've got?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I got to zoom in because I'm not so very exciting. The raffle was so much fun last time. It was a really big hit, and lots of people came up to me afterwards and were like, those were some great prizes. And it was all very synchronistic with who got what in the prizes. So, one of the women that won one of the remedy packs, she'd been spending the last couple of days thinking about and talking about with her best friend, I really want to open an apothecary and all of this stuff. And then she won this remedy pack, it was like, what? She was so ecstatic about it. It was just awesome. So raffles are amazing. So Dale's going to Dale is do you want to talk about your prize, Dale?
Yeah.
well, it's the same as the last one, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, but it still deserves an intro.
So
Yeah.
you get a hand-drawn portrait by me, of yourself, not of me, but drawn to the best of my ability or somewhere there.
Will you give them a hand-drawn portrait of yourself if that's what they want?
That's what they want. You only get one though, so choose wisely. So yeah, just basically just send in a picture and and I'll draw it.
Oh,
Okay.
Awesome.
That.
That's so cool.
And Nereeda has contributed some raffle prizes as well, haven't you?
I have. I have.
You have.
So there'll be some frequency shift journals available. So that will be very exciting, and just some bonus little tabs in there for people who like to be able to flick to the pages. It's very important and exciting. So yes, they are available in the raffle.
Thank you so much. They're just the best. Those
absolutely.
journals. It's so great. And then, of course, we have Rachel. You're donating some raffle prize. I'm so excited about your raffle prizes. I didn't know that you are. Of course, you're very multi-talented, but this is
So I make handmade crystal necklaces. So I'm donating 3 of those. And the way that they're made, it's like a little basket, and it's adjustable, fully adjustable, and you can actually remove the crystal and put in a similar sized crystal. So that basket and it's made from upholstery twine. It's very, very strong. So then you've got, your as long as you can go to a crystal shop and get a crystal of the same sort of size, you basically that's all you need to wear is that particular necklace. You can just pop in whatever crystal you want any day and go ahead and wear it. And I'm also gifting a course membership as well.
Yeah. So exciting. That's one of your necklaces?
No, this is actually a bought one.
Oh,
I bought this. It's beautiful. It's a similar concept, but mine is black upholstery string. I should have worn it today because I wasn't thinking. And like I said, crystals, so you can pop in a crystal, whatever shape, size, whatever fits comfortably with you, what you like to wear. And different days, you might want to wear a different crystal, so you can pop them in and out. And again, fully adjustable, so they can be whatever length you want them to be.
And you're going to have some there available if people want to buy some as well.
Also, available. Yes.
Yes, and you with your journal as well, Nereeda. That would be great.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. I don't have a thing that I can sell. Oh, I need a thing. I don't know. Anyway, Dale can do a bunch of pre-done portraits of himself that he can sell.
You can get some of your drawing in there, Georgina.
You could do some coasters for people.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirts, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a cap.
Budgie smugglers.
EB ones.
You should do your own caps for sure.
Yeah,
totally do your own caps.
Hell yeah.
Just say the word, Dale. You know I'll be into it. I've already sent him mock-ups of designs for T-shirts.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. Too cool.
We'll see. Next one, maybe. You got time? No.
Oh, anything's possible.
I don't encourage her, Dale. She'll have it done.
No, she was already sending me prints of like the last one. I'm like, we are not selling a top that has my name on it. That is embarrassing.
Oh, man. Oh, come on, Dale.
Totally.
Where you're at, gotta face it.
Yeah, and the next time we do like a tour of Bendigo, we'll all wear the Dale Holmes tops.
Yeah, like when you get the
we have all your apostles.
And that logo, the logo, I think, did you do it, Georgina?
Yeah,
that looks wicked.
Do you like that?
Yeah. That would look really cool on a shirt and a hat.
And a hat. There you go, Dale.
I would never have picked pink to be the color of the logo, but it looks all right. I would never have picked that to start with. But
that's why you didn't do it. He's so chuffed. Like, yep, I didn't. So then, of course, we actually have some paintings that were donated to us at the last Bendigo event. We just didn't get the opportunity to give them, but they're hand-drawn paintings, and I think they're quite original Australian inspired as well. So that's really beautiful. Those were donated by Dondra. Yeah, so thank you for that, Dondra. Then we have beautiful Jasmine Sanders, who is an Adelaide local homeopath. She's donated a homeopathic consult, so I think that's really cool. Awesome. There's a bit of a homeopathic trend throughout our prizes. And then, of course, we have the remedy prizes again. So we have the 30-pack first home kit, 30 remedy wooden. So they're such beautiful packs. So they're homeopathic 30 remedy kits. There's a 30-pack, a 20-pack. There's the Mama and Mini pack. I think there's about 16 to 20 remedies in there. The last woman that won that, it's like a pregnancy, mum, birth, baby. The last woman that won that in Bendigo was in her 80s.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't her.
Yeah, so we have a few remedy packs available for grabs. And then, of course, I'm giving away a reading and a spot in my next course, whatever that shall be. So that's exciting.
So it's pretty good ratio.
A raffle, is that correct? The ticket is part of your,
Yeah, the ticket is a raffle. If you got a ticket, you're in the raffle, and
You're in
that's so
and
cool.
there's a fair few prizes, so it's
we've got
it's a good ratio chance of getting something.
yeah, we may have some blue Yuki as well. Just you've got to reach out to him and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like another 3. Yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot. That would be close to 20 prizes. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Too cool.
So cool. I mean, like one remedy thing that's your flight's over. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I can't believe Melissa donated so much to us.
Oh my gosh. So much.
Way more than we even thought. So yeah. They're really cool. So hopefully someone gets a lot of good value out of them and all the other prizes too, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just adds to the experience, and I think it's adds a bit of fun to the day. So I'll stop jumping this around.
Thank you. I was getting seasick.
Like, I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Stop. Yes, and we're going to frock up a little bit, aren't we, Dale? You can actually wear pants and shoes this time.
Neat casual, a bit the next step up from neat casual, yeah.
For
Shoes.
you or in general?
Yeah, well, I'll have shoes and the shirt. So yeah, it's a bit.
That's pretty good.
A bit fancy. It's an important day. So.
And you recently had a haircut. Are you going to keep this same buzz?
Yeah, well, this was my first haircut I've had in Australia since my brother got married over 10 years ago.
What?
Yeah, I never had a haircut in Australia. I don't like talking to hairdressers. But do you know what, like I think I've got over my phobia because this lady, she did it down in Torquay and she was lovely. And like we had a great chat and I'm like, oh, why was I so scared of that? I just hate the how's it going?
I know.
And I'm like, anyway, so
it's interesting, Dale, because hairdressers are like counselors, they're right in your third eye and your crown chakra. They're right in there. So it's intimate.
Really?
Very, very intimate. And you can't, once you're in that chair, there's no escaping. You can't get out.
I just hate it too because like I'll shampoo and get my hair like done before I go in there and they're like, okay, we'll just shampoo your hair before we start. I'm like, I've already done it. Do you know what I mean?
Can you see your hair? Like how much shampoo do you use on your hair? Can we see? Can you show?
Like I very rarely ever. Ever. But, no, I make a point of it. Anyway, this is off topic. Who cares?
Market shampoos. Not used market shampoos. They are absolutely full of toxins.
Yeah.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Yeah. Well, that's what Richard donated at the last one. But there was the goat milk. Have you
been using it?
Been using it on my see.
How's it got? It actually looks clearer.
Like a little bit of rash there, but I don't think I put it there. Yeah. And he just said, yeah, he goes, this stuff's the best. It's just got a tiny little bit of eucalyptus oil in it and the goat milk.
Beautiful.
Awesome. That's so cool. I have to get your shampoo recommendations, Rachel, because you must have something that helps with curls.
Yes. Yes. And it's just any sodium lauryl sulfate is absolutely toxic and shouldn't be anywhere near the skin. Our skin absorbs all the things we put onto it. So we've got to be really careful what we put on.
You're really good at pronouncing words, I just have to say. Sodium lauryl.
So what's that? Is that in basically all your
pretty much every shampoo it's actually the thing that creates the bubbles and gets rid of the oil, but it shouldn't be on the body. So sodium lauryl sulfate. Lauryl. Yeah. And you can get different versions of sulfates, but that particular and sulfates like nitrates and nitrites in food are also very much allergy causing. So a lot of people are sulfur allergic, and nitrates where you smoked meats and things that can be really deleterious to the health. So
sorry, is that in Bendigo? That was a smell, wasn't it? Was it sulfate?
Sulfur, yeah.
Oh, sulfur.
Yeah, well, they pump it out from the mines and then it runs through the creek in town. When you walk past the creek, it just stinks like crap.
Oh, so bad where all the bats are. Ugh.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So stinky.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what they describe hell as smelling like, and you can
That's
see why.
yeah. That's what they say. Like reptilians smell like sulfur.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like there's like some evilness to whatever that is, or that smell.
Um, that's interesting.
Mm.
That probably contributes to the weird energy in Bendigo.
Yeah, well, if you're out in the bush and you smell sulfur and you can't see anything, it's probably like get out of there.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, yeah. You might just go down a shaft.
Yeah,
Now that I know what it smells like. Ooh, it's not
yeah.
nice.
It's a pretty distinctive smell. Like you
Yeah.
smell
Mm.
it. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that a good note to end on? Probably not.
Ah, someone lighten it up. Where there's not going to be any sulfur smells anywhere near the walk
No,
on.
no, no, absolutely not.
We can
And look, the
sulfur
terrain
free.
is pretty easy too. When I went for the walk the other day, it's not, huge amount of climbing up, not a huge amount of climbing down. I wouldn't necessarily go for the walk if you're using a walking stick, or certainly if you're using a walker. But if you're reasonably fit, and your knees aren't giving out, ankles aren't giving out, you should be fine. It's not going to be a difficult walk. It's certainly not. You don't need to get fit beforehand.
Mm.
Yeah.
We're not
Gonna be
climbing
so good.
Kilimanjaro. We're just going for a nice, like, leisurely cruise on a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm excited. I've never been to South Australia ever in my life. Corey, I think, has driven through, but I've never been there. I don't know what it's like. Some people say like a lot of people are very, oh, it's amazing, you'll love it, and other people are like, oh, can't stand it, horrible, it's weird. Like, so there's, I don't know.
You know what my uncle used to always say? He used to say Brisbane has its sunshine, Sydney has its harbour, Melbourne has its sport, and Adelaide is shit.
Oh.
Yeah, Adelaide is the
No
one.
offense, I just really he used to always say that, but I've always really liked Adelaide.
You said that in Bendigo. You said it's a really beautiful city as well.
Beautiful, yeah. It's a nice city. It's good climate. You got beautiful beaches. It's like
Yeah.
it's you got all the wineries. You got all the mountains and stuff outside the city. I think like I don't know why it gets a bad rap. I mean, I kind of do know why, but but I mean,
My fault.
aesthetically, it's yeah. Well, anytime I hear about anyone talks about Adelaide, they're like Adelaide's evil. It's but like I try to change this perception a bit when I was in Bendigo too, because like I've done so much negative stuff on it, but like I was trying to highlight a lot too that, and like starting with the tribal story, which I started talking about the area and what it meant, and like what the native animals meant to the region and stuff like that, and a bit of the history. And it's like, okay, now you can tap into different frequencies in different places. I don't think there's any like city that is evil or like even I spoke to Tom Barnett and Summer when they came back, and they came back from LA, and I mean they were on the outskirts of LA, but they absolutely loved it. They had a fantastic time there. So I think yeah, it's weird how you have perceptions of places, and they can be on your own experiences too, like
Definitely.
of a place. So, but anyway, well, I feel like whatever us going there is doing something to harmonize it, and
And where we're going with where we're doing our presentations, McLaren Vale's absolutely beautiful. It's the central part of Adelaide that I can't stand, and that's why I asked that we do this out in the country location. I just can't handle the frequency in there, but I've got good reason not to like it. But the country locations, the towns around Adelaide are absolutely stunning. The beaches are beautiful. McLaren Vale, Onkaparinga, it's a beautiful area. So I'm just so chuffed that we've chosen that to go into that little spot. So
it's perfect. It's such a perfect place. And the fact that like it's a wedding venue and that they had like it was available with just a few weeks notice, so it was all meant to be, I think, and so it's from the airport, it's about 45 minutes, I think, drive. Would that be right, roughly?
Yeah.
Might not even be that far, but give yourself 45 minutes. Yeah. Depends on the traffic.
Yeah. So definitely get there on Friday night if you're coming into state, which a lot of people are, which is really cool. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, make a weekend of it.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe make a week out of it. Corey can work over in Adelaide because they've got offices over there, so we might just
how good's that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just got an old vintage caravan. I just need to hitch that up somewhere. He's like, do you know anyone in Adelaide that has land? I'm like, oh, I'm sure. Oh,
Just hitch
fine.
it up anywhere. Yeah.
Hitch it up anywhere. It doesn't have a toilet or a shower, but that's okay.
Oh,
You don't need those.
Well, you need a caravan park basically, but you could, you can do stuff, you can be clever
Absolutely.
about it and
Yeah.
grow.
mm.
We're going to go to the gym, aren't we, Dale?
I wanted to check the football schedule and see who was playing the week after. See what's staying another week.
Good idea.
I've actually never been to the Adelaide Oval since they like redid it, which was like 10 years ago or more.
Yeah. I've only been there once. Yeah.
We used to
Yeah,
go for the
since it's
cricket, but yeah,
Mm,
it's a cool oval.
Is
it
it?
is.
Is it a really small oval or is that in Sydney?
It's Adelaide Oval's quite big. It's really long
Oh,
oval. Yeah,
mm.
yeah. That used to be hard in cricket. If you hit it straight drive, you can almost run. You can almost run like 5. It's that big.
Wow.
Yeah, but they cut it. They cut it short now in cricket. But it's beautiful because it's got that. It's got the old. Still got the part of like the old section, like
old,
the standing zone, and the old beautiful old scoreboard, and
And
I've
the
never
hill,
seen
the
the
mount.
90s. I wouldn't have a clue what it looks like now.
Nice.
Seats and some grass.
It's a cool stadium.
Very, very watered down beer. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
But very highly priced, watered down beer.
Yeah.
Very highly priced.
So the event on Saturday, we're definitely going to be having some deeper conversations than watered down beer. I'm excited too because I think I'm going to actually do a bit of a, what's it called? Projection, not a projection.
Prediction?
Prediction, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe about talking about, 2016 to 2030 and the numerology around that and what that could look like. So see what I can fit in my little time that I've got. I think that would be cool to do that in the numbers. I don't really do that stuff very often, but I can pull it out, I suppose.
That'd be so good. That'd be so good.
I want to know what's coming for sure. And I know, when you and I read for the same people, we get the same information. I get it through spirit guides. You get it through spirit guides and through the numbers. It's pretty profound. And I used to it's really cool. We get the same information and we don't confer.
No. Of course we don't because of confidentiality for the clients, but I get the clients say, oh, Rachel literally said the exact same thing.
Same. I get the same thing.
It's so wild.
Georgina just told me that. It's like, oh, really? Oh, sure.
Ah, that's so exciting. Anyway.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Bring it on, Adelaide. I've got to practice my Adelaidean accent. You talk different over there.
Really?
Do we?
They say branch.
Oh,
Right. We say graph. You say graph, don't you? Graph.
I'd say graph. Yeah, graph.
Oh, a graph. Yeah, graph.
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 It's a graph, isn't it, Rachel?
Yeah, Adelaide. It's
Graph.
a bit more of like a proper. It's a bit more
Proper.
like a proper English kind of accent. Yeah,
Yeah.
only
You
some.
didn't know that you spoke differently. You are the ones that speak differently, not us.
Totally.
It's so much more. It sounds more, I don't know, elegant and fancy.
Really?
Yeah, feels more upper class.
Yeah.
I mean, graph versus graph. Yeah, just stack it on a graph.
You say plant though, don't you? Or you say plant?
Plant.
Plant.
That's the American
Right back in the throat.
version. They say plant and
Yeah,
graph.
they say plant.
Yeah.
Who do?
That's what I mean. I think that Adelaide's a bit more of the old English because, like, if you listen to Australian accents from the 50s and 60s, they're a lot more proper, even on the East Coast. But it's like Adelaide kind of hung on to it a bit longer, and the East Coast is all the same accent now.
I find it so fascinating.
Unless you're North Queensland, and they're a bit different.
Slower.
Very chilled out.
Very chilled out. Right. I love it. I love the different accents. I find it so fascinating. Same country, but all different. And anyway. Yeah. So got to practice my accent.
I get a lot of pushback from Americans if I do interviews for people over, in the States. They don't understand me at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. I'm speaking English.
But I mean, you speak very good.
Oh,
Got good
yeah.
pronunciation, so I find that, yeah, that's interesting. I know when I was teaching overseas, I had to really change the way I spoke. Just pronounce my words proper because like I mumble anyway, but then if you mumble and then you've got an Aussie accent that we don't fully pronounce the words properly, it really doesn't help with children that are trying to understand you.
Yeah.
But I think you speak really well, so I find that interesting. Depends probably where they're from in America.
Yeah, I think so. It made me laugh because it's like, oh, but we're all speaking the same language, so I don't understand what the issue is. But yeah,
I
yeah.
think like Southerners just can't understand anyone. But yeah, like if the ones from the southern states or in the country towns, like if you they don't get Australian accents at all.
Oh wow, I'll pay attention next time. I'll ask them.
But if
Yeah.
they're like Californian or from New York, like they'll fully understand you. That's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
You speak pretty well too, Nereeda.
Proper.
Yeah. Like you really pronounce your words and it's very clear when you speak and very like every word is very considered.
You think?
See?
Really? Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you. I'm not.
Sometimes, and then sometimes I can totally mumble and just, yeah. Or I'm not knowing what I'm saying, so words are coming out, and I'm like, oh, hopefully it's making sense because I have no idea what's coming out right now.
It's the biggest asked question I ask in my courses is, did that make sense to you?
Is what I said making sense? Yes.
I loved when I did your course and it all made sense, but it's very nice to allow people to ask questions all the way through. With mine, I just kind of information, and then at the end, it's like question and answers. So
I thought about doing that model because it means like I could get through it quicker and they wouldn't go for as long. But I need people, I need the feedback from people, and I like when they ask questions because that helps me gauge whether are you getting this? And being the 303 life path, my communication is like that's how I know. So if they're not speaking, I'm just off in like what's going on and all of this stuff. So yes, but I do tend to talk very fast and then forget to breathe. And then especially if I'm nervous, that's when yeah. I was proud of myself though for the Bendigo event because I promised myself like the first Woodend event, one of the first things I said was that I'm shitting myself. And then I went on this whole tangent about sorry for the one sitting in the front row because there's a bad smell back here and it's because I'm that nervous that I've literally soiled my pants right now. And then and I could not, I was
saying there's no sulfur. There's no sulfur.
That's no one ever notices no one notices that you're nervous anyway. Do you know what I mean? So you're better off not saying it, and then you're putting it out there, and then do you know what I mean? You put like a negative spin on it.
well.
It's a fail mechanism. I know what you mean.
Oh, well, my challenge is that I just can't not say it. If it's there, I've got to say it. And it also just helps me to calm and connect as well.
Yeah.
Like I have to stare at people's faces every time before I start a course or anything. It's like the way that I get grounded and calm the nerves is actually by looking at everybody's faces and connecting with them. Like I can't. I remember when I did your STE, Dale, you were like, oh, I was so nervous. Like I was literally shaking and, and you were like, oh, just make it so that you only see me and Mads. And I'm like, I can't, if I don't know who I'm talking to.
Why did you get nervous for us?
I was shaking my voice. Like oh my God, I was so nervous. So nervous.
I think the most nervous I've ever been on a call was when I first spoke to you, Rachel. I was like shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. That was 2019, wasn't it?
It was a long time ago.
September 2019.
That's 6 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Look where we've come.
Well, Nereeda, you're a natural performer, aren't you? So you're being a musician.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, you'd think that. I think the thing is, I used to sing in bands back in the day, but you get paid with riders. So you didn't get paid with money, you got paid with beer. So, you had that Dutch courage every time. That's very different when you're rocking out in a band with a few under your belt to
Yes.
doing stuff like that too, you know? So I think I can totally relate to all of you guys. Like I get the same nerves. It's just, and I think too, like if you are doing something that you want to be doing, you want to do a good job, you want to connect with people, like that, you feel those nerves. So if you didn't, like you probably wouldn't care as much. But I think because you care and you want to connect with people and do a good job for them as well and make sure they're getting so much out of it, that's where it comes from. So it's actually a beautiful thing. And even like some of the biggest artists out there, they still get so nervous before a show, like always. And I think it's part of it. But you can sort of change it and say, oh, look, this is excitement too. Like that, the same anxiousness feels the same as anxiety. So, sorry, as excitement. So you can flip it and sort of say, okay, I'm actually just really excited. And hopefully I don't shit my pants is like everyone's thinking.
Yeah, if I just don't talk about shit or poo, there's a lady in my course at the moment that she's like, she has banned me from, she can't handle any talk of poo or bodily feces.
And metaphobia.
Yeah, she's completely banned me from it. So
Wow.
I'm like hyper vigilant when it comes. Of course, it comes out more because then I'm just, oh, I'm so sorry.
Maybe you're there to cure her of that because she's paid for the course, so she's going to have to stick it out.
I know, and she's coming as well. She's coming from New South Wales.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so if I'll do it just for her. Sorry, her name's Rachel as well.
Oh, good.
No.
Sorry, Rachel, I didn't mean to say your name, Rachel.
Oh, it's a very common name.
Yes, no, but I feel it's very exciting. Like for me personally, I'm already feeling nervous about it. It feels like a different energy for me and moving into something different. And I'm like, no one even knew about me a little over a year ago. You know what I mean? I'm just, what the heck am I doing here? This imposter syndrome, you know, off like a freaking frog in a sock. But it's good. It's a good challenge. It's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't even like saying that out loud. You know, that's the direction the pool is going that way. So I'm just I'm just closing my eyes and going with it.
Beautiful. Well done. Exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And everything you've done in your life, Georgina, up to this point has prepared you for this. So and it's happening. And you're stepping up.
Yeah.
Not away from it, which is a really cool thing.
Well, it wouldn't be possible without Dale also stepping up. I don't even know how these events came together, Dale. Like, how did this even? I remember you were in Thailand. I don't even know how it all happened, but then somehow it all happened.
I'd put you on mute then. My little niece is like running in here again. She's trying to
Very cute.
Yeah, well, it's been a good journey. I hope
Yeah.
that's a good thing about doing it in person because it's like we get to share it more intimately with people and people get like a good experience out of the weekend. They walk away feeling rejuvenated and feeling good about the information. I think like a lot of the information is like self-responsibility and what you can do, and that like I know with you, Rachel, too, every time I spoke to you, I always feel more positive. You've always got this positive spin on it, and you too, Nereeda, like you always always have a positive attitude about what's happening. Because like, you know, there's so much of a focus on certain negative things. And I think that it's going to be more of a joyous event in as far as the information that's being received. You can just feel that with the energy where it's going. And yeah, and just and being able to share that with people, I think it's going to be really cool.
Going to be so fun.
Super cool. And I'm really excited too because I keep bringing it back to me, but I use all three of you as examples in my courses for numbers. I'm teaching the 9s and the 369s. I'm like, look at Rachel Vaughan, you know. I'm teaching about the 7s and the 5s. It's all Dale stuff. Master numbers, look at like Nereeda. Come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, and so it's like these are the examples. It's so great. It's so great. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you so much. This has just been so exciting and just such a like little snapshot of what it's like what it's going to be like with us coming together. But of course, when we're in person, oh,
Yeah, so I'll edit some pics in here too, just so people can have a bit of a look at like the area. And even if you ladies want to send me, I don't know if we want to put them in the clip or not. Anyway, but the area is going to be nice, but I'll edit some stuff in here too, and you can check out some of the prizes. And, yeah, make a full weekend of it in Adelaide.
So exciting. Hugging your faces off.
Yeehaw.
So exciting.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Is that it? I don't know. I'm not good at doing the sign-offs.
No, we'll just say, we'll leave the link under here if people want to go get tickets. Okay. Get them now while you can, because you obviously need to organise travel if you're coming from outside Adelaide.
Yeah.
And, we'll look forward to seeing everyone there.
It's the feeling of freedom and the unknown. So everything is a polarity within the universe. Everything has a counter expression. So if something exists, the opposite must exist.
More, the numbers you were born with are your natural tools and talents, Kate. These are the radio stations that you are naturally plugged into.
I've been living on borrowed time for a very long time as well, luckily. So I have made sure that the time that I've had here, it's like a gift. My actual timeline, I really felt like if I could make it to 50, and I've done it now, I would be happy.
To what's going on in the world and to you seeing yourself in a totally new light, and you can never come back from that. It's like when a rubber band is stretched, it can no longer be put back to exactly where it was.
That's something that people will be able to take in or be able to use the lyrics at least and sing their own version of into the lays. And with the intent of clearing and cleansing and putting positive loving energy into the lay. Because we've had these Satanists hide the existence of the ley lines, co-opt the major portal spaces and do horrific things in those spaces for millennia. And what we need to do, and all we need is a critical number of people to do it, go in there and turn it around.
When I realised that I'd actually chosen to come here, it was a realisation, not necessarily a memory. Then the pain went away.
Well, how exciting is this? We are definitely doing another event. Where's it going to be and who's it going to be with and all this stuff. And we can finally announce.
We're going to go to Adelaide and we're going to have Rachel Vaughan presenting at the next one.